All right. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makra, Kadash. Double honors to the elders. Peace, salutation, blessing to all the Arkin pushing this truth, laboring this truth. Shalom, hopeful elect. I titled this lesson, uh, Talk of Wars. A lot of war talk going on, you know, and we get a couple little news articles, and then I'll, get some scripts. But this is off of RT. It says that the IDF announces Israeli ground troops now attacking Gaza Strip, aiming fears of imminent invasion. It says Israeli ground troops have now joined the Air Force in attacking the Gaza Strip. The IDF announced, neither confirming nor denying whether any soldiers have actually crossed into Palestine enclave. So, you got your, Israeli, your 1948ers, man, just, doing what they do, rob, kill, and lie about it. You know what I mean? Look at this image right here. Man, what does it say? You get the least of the flock should draw them out. You know what I mean? And these Amalekites, you know, Amalek, that these are some of the wealthiest, you know, group of people, besides your top elite in the world. You know what I mean? Let's say uh the US gives them like 3.5 billion a year. You know what I mean? But this is Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh Shai, that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall habitation desolate with them. So, Babylon, America, Babylon the Great is going to be a desolation, and Israel, over there in that the land where the fake Jews are, it's gonna get destroyed. You know what I mean? That's prophecy. But there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm gonna get Luke chapter 21, verse verse 20, or no, start 19. Mm. Actually, I'll start at 17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not a hair on your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And we see, over there in Jerusalem right now, compassing with armies, man. It's only a matter of time when it escalates, and then the U.S. gets involved, and then Iran, Turkey, and it's going to cause Russia. It's just going to all come to pass how it's supposed to. You know what I mean? But verse 22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Man, so that's we're coming into these days. These days of vengeance. The Lord's about to pour out His wrath. You know, on on the earth, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get this real quick. If I can find it. If I can spell. then uh I forgot which one I was wanting. Salakia. I'm just gonna maybe I'll come back, continue on with this little lesson I got drew up here. Uh so I'm gonna get Second Thessalonians chapter 2 verse I'm gonna start verse 8. Actually, I'll start verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And you got brothers, on the all over the four corners, byways and highways everywhere, on this YouTube, and we're you know we're bringing out these these holy scriptures, and the wicked's being revealed for who they are. No matter how much they try to cover it up or hide it or strike brothers videos or delete channels. The damage is being done. It's all prophecy. The devil can't do nothing. These devils can't do nothing. You know against prophecy. Just like what say, you can't do nothing against the truth, only for it. You know, it says, "Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders." You know, and all these devils, they're wicked. They worship false idols. They think of themselves as the Most High. So Yahweh Shai, they send that spiritual demon on them, Satan, and he's got them jumping through hoops. You know what I mean? But in the day, it's the Isaiah 45 verse 7 and that Deuteronomy 32 verse 9 is it? It's not Deuteronomy 32 verse 9. Just that verse, talking about, the Lord, he kills, he makes alive. You know what I mean? Roughly paraphrasing. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, is in control of everything. He's in control of the spiritual demon Satan. And Satan, he's in control of these devils. You know what I mean? That's why we gotta be circumspect, and we can't just got these demons hopping on people, man. And they, because everything wants, everything's trying to, what is it, 1 Peter 5:8, you know what I mean? Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Walk here, I'm gonna get it. Salakia. Walk as a lion seeking whom he may devour. All right, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And that's going on, and these perilous times keep increasing, which is prophesied they are going to, and things really start to get chaotic. It, it's going to be very critical that we have this wisdom, knowledge, and the faith it takes you know to be okay in these times, and plus the hedge, Lord willing, the Lord keep that hedge on, you know, all the brothers and sisters, in this truth, which, you think about everybody that's just, lost in this world, man, they ain't got this truth, you know what I mean? So, and what it say, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be established at that times. If you ain't got no wisdom and knowledge in what's to come, and your power, if you're of the tribes, and if you ain't got no understanding of any of that, then you're just gonna be sheep out here. And Esau, he's all about herding them, herding them sheep down to the butcher. But sheep to the shear, you know what I mean? Just like, I ain't one to read many books, you know what I mean? But it goes into that. When I was uh in jail, and I read a little bit of that Behold a Pale Horse, and it talks about the police state, one section of it, and it talked about the sheep to the shear in another section of it. Like, you better believe all this wickedness that's going on in this earth. These elite bankers, these high level families, you know these fucking devils, they set back and you know plan this shit out. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemi outside, this is all preordained. It's written before, and Lord, he knows how it's gonna play out, and we know through these scripts, these precepts, this holy scripture, how it's gonna play out. You know what I mean? That's why it's all praise, honor, and glory, Yahweh Shemi outside, putting the spirit, on starting with the elders on down, to to do this, be about the Father's business, and bring this truth out, because you know it's a lot of, I'll get this verse right here. There's a lot of misinterpretation on this Bible, and a lot of false preachers out here in the world that are just leading the sheep to doing this pretty much the same thing, just basically working for Esau, but in sheep's clothing, wolves in sheep clothing. You know, this is first 10 verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. And that's a lot of people, a lot of false pastors. That they're just, they don't have the proper understanding to be teaching. You know what I mean? Which that's just that's again though, that's how the Lord set it up, man. That's why we just gotta be grateful, thankful that we we're in the know. You know what I mean? There's brothers out there that they can break it down, and man, but being just new to this, just being in this truth for, less than a year, myself, being able to learn what I have in, the last year and get that understanding, through, all praises, honor, and glory, how Basum Shah. But it's like, man, I already knew so, I knew a little bit before, but coming to this fold and, listen to elders and, all the brothers and, man, it's, you know what I mean? It's a blessing because, you got your, you know, plantation Christian church preachers, and these guys they don't know up from down, man. They read a verse and that's they sit there and give you their interpretation on it, and that's about it. God damn. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. So obviously, you know, with the brothers, GMS brothers, and like-minded brothers, bringing out this truth and sincerity, that's a straight gate. And you look at, everywhere else, plantation Christian, Christianity, these other religions, whether it be, Catholic or Muslim or whatever, at the end of the day, those are all wide gates, you know what I mean? And they're going to lead to destruction, you know? But, you know, enter ye at the straight gate, you know? Let's see. This is Exodus chapter 23, verse verse 1. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Verse 2 again. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. And you see that more and more every day, man. Just whether it be out in the world or even in some of these churches, just our brother, brother from Mississippi, uh, GMS Kingdom Minor Ball. I think it might have been that brother, might have been a different brother, Salak, I can't remember. But anyways, there's this a preacher, a Christian church preacher guy, and he was talking about he sat there and read off some of the Ten Commandments, and then he said, I don't follow them. It's like, and then he said there's 613 laws, and he's saying that we can't keep none of them, and brother was cutting him up like, what do you mean? Can't keep none of these? And you hear the guy in his little church when he said that, and all the people, they all woo get happy, we don't gotta follow laws. God damn. Yeah. Man, just come on. These people are fucking through, man. This is they're gonna find themselves in a terrible, terrible spot when things really start heating up out here, man. And Lord willing, it, it'll be this year, because we're tired, man. We're tired of this. We're tired of dealing with all this wickedness, man. life ain't fun, man. Just hearing this word, watching brothers, that's diligent about this truth. You know what I mean? That's beautiful, man. Just like I was watching a brother's video, but Bakar Amath, brother that one of the first brothers I started listening to, but he uploaded a video that looked like he was when he was in high school, and brother was sitting there, bringing out this word, man, just wow, and it's just all praise, honor, and glory how about Shema Shai, because that's fucking beautiful, man. When I was in high, I dropped out of high school. I started smoking weed when I was about 14, and then yeah, just I was not on a good path, man. But hey, I'm here now. You know, it's better better late than never. So the water how about Shah. Most I can get here. John chapter 8, verse 12. Then spake Yahushua again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. You know, and that's what it is, man. If you're following, Yahweh Shem Shai, in truth and sincerity, then he's gonna be, Yahweh Shai gonna be that light for you. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding gonna be that light in a very dark world. And was it leading to salvation? You know, you know, Lord willing, we are that hopeful number. You know, but just like I say, in Job 9:24, we urge get into the hand of wicked, cover the face of the judges thereof, not wearing who is he? If on the contrary, if not, if we ain't that hopeful number, still trying to be humble here, but if we ain't that hopeful number, then where who are they? Like really, it's all praises. Yeah, Bashim Shah, you know. But Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done it all to stand. And we are in very, very evil times. It was in the last days, perilous times shall come. And that evil day to come is going to be, a day like no other. It is even the day of Jacob's trouble. But yeah, get this real quick. Acts. Acts chapter 2. Verse 7. I'll start verse 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel, Salakia. And it shall come to pass in the last day, said the Most High, I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaidens I'll pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will shew wonders in heavens above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before that great and notable day a Lord come. Yahweh shall come. Yahweh shall come. You know what I mean? Whoo! It shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shah Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves know. Man, but we seeing these signs. You know what I mean? You had that solar eclipse here a few years back. You a lot of blood moons, man, and just you know, you know, other signs. Nation rising against nation. It's a lot of end time signs really showing themselves right now. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. Start verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You got that going on. And because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And, just all across this whole earth, there's a lot of iniquity, a lot of wickedness. You know what I mean? Just like, your 1948ers over there, just trying to destroy the Palestinians, just straight wickedness. These people, these devils never get enough, man. That's all they do. What say that verse? They the wicked they don't sleep unless they don't have done wicked. Roughly paraphrasing. That's it, man. Unless these fucking devils just do what they're designed to do, they're not at rest, man. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Whoo, man. This is same chapter, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. If it wasn't for, how about you outside shorten these days, for elect's sake, man, these fucking devils, they just destroy this whole earth, you know what I mean? It'd be just extinction on all levels because, that's all this devil knows how to do is just fuck shit up, destroy, be wicked, man. That's their lot, man. That's their lot. We're catching judgment. Yahweh Bashim Ashai, put us here to to understand, good and wicked. You know what I mean? And if you're in this truth and you're in the know, then you're getting a good understanding on how wicked the wicked really are. We see it in everyday life from what they show us, but you gotta think, what don't the media show? A lot of things, and if you ain't got that spirit on you to discern, what's really going on, then you're probably not gonna understand. You're probably not gonna get it. You know what I mean? But that's why it's all praise, honor, and glory. How about Shema Shai? That He opened our eyes and opened our ears. You know. This is Matthew 24:24. For there shall rise false Christ, false anointed, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were to see the very elect, it said if it were possible, but obviously, Yahweh Bashim Yashai, set it up where they ain't gonna fool the elect, man. You know what I mean? We're we're catching our judgment. You know what I mean? And that makes me think. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord Yahweh Shai and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that call upon him? So for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. It says, woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways. You know, but you know, Yahweh Shem Shai, he saveth, in the time of affliction. Lord willing, we outnumber, you know what I mean? But in our time of affliction, we're gonna be saved out of it, you know. Let's get the let's where was I? Get First Corinthians. First Corinthians chapter 12. Salakia. I'm gonna get this First Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord Yahweh Shai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. You know, this is whatever we're doing in this truth. Whether we're we're getting, wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We're doing a lesson. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We're doing a lesson. We're helping, brothers, on the comment board some precepts. Just where the spirit be on us to do. You know, it's not in vain, man. At the end of the day, this brothers that's been laboring this, diligent, that's storing up a lot of reward, a big reward, and just it's not about, it's about not doing, if you ain't doing nothing for this truth, then that's not good. You know what I mean? Just do whatever you can, whatever the spirit have you to do. It's you know, because what else you gonna be doing? Just pleasing your flesh, the lust of the flesh, just being, living wickedly, you know what I mean? Just at the end of the day, that's just gonna get you judged, and you risk your salvation if you ain't right in the time. You know what I mean? Was the Lord coming like a thief in the night? You know. Let's get that real quick. Mm. This is First Corinthians First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. But the times and the seasons ye had no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai, the day Yahweh shall return, so cometh as a thief in the night, you know. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness. We're not in darkness. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. That day should overtake you as a thief. Salakia. Um, it's verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. You know, back to Isaiah 33, verse 6. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Man, at the end of the day, it's about trusting Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? Having faith in this truth. You know, I'm gonna get a precept for that. Uh, Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Lord, how Bashnashah, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh. And in verse 7, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh Bashnashah, and whose hope the Lord is. You know? So we just have to, trust in Yahweh Bashnashah, have faith, not be destroyed, not reject this knowledge, because Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I'll also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I'll also forget thy children. You know? Whew, man. I got one more little precept here, I think. I might get a couple more though. See. See what the spirit be on me to do. Slovakia. That's what it is. What the heck? I thought I was in Ecclesiastic, but I was in Ecclesiastes for Ecclesiastes. uh, Sirach chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I had judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. That's it says there are 9 things which I judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. This it make you how about Shema Shai happy, to for his elect, hopeful Lord willing with that hopeful number, to see the downfall of our enemy, as well as Yahweh Bashim Shai enemy. You know what I mean? The wicked is just the enemy of the righteous, and that's gonna please the Lord, for us to be able to see that. But yeah, it's just I Shalom on the comment board. Shalom. Brother posted precept in his likeness, Joshua Allah. Let me get it on this tablet here if I can. All right, this is brother in his likeness, Yasharallah. Proverbs 11:28. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. This is Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Man, that's right, man. In this flesh, man, this flesh is definitely weak, man. This flesh is prone to go off. This flesh, it wants to be worldly. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we know that that's not it, man. We get that. John chapter 15 verse 19. How shy speaking. Actually, I'm gonna start at John chapter 15 verse 6 verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I call you friends. For all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye should of ask of the Father, and ask you how and how shall name, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of this world, therefore the world hates. That's right, man. This is verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. Wow. This is John chapter 16, verse 2. They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yeah, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he had doeth God's service. You know, and we've been in days, we've been living in that time. The wicked, they that's what they do, man. That's you know there's Esau's the sword. He been blessed with the sword, and he used it, man. Guarantee you. And these damn devils, that's they think that they're doing God's service. I mean, in a way, judgment going out, and that it kind of is, but these devils, they have evil in their heart. They're evil toward their brother. You know what I mean? They just they're ungodly. So obviously they're not going to understand these. They don't understand, you know, godliness. They don't understand righteousness. They only understand how to be wicked. So, and it says, and these things will they do unto you because they have not known the Father nor me. See, Yahweh Shema Shai, he sent that spiritual demon Satan on him because let's say if you look at that word, Satan, it tells you it tells you there's a couple different ones.